Welcome everybody once again to another episode of Defiant Podcast. I'm your host, AWOL Beats, here with a very special guest today. We're here with one of the best engineers on the East Coast, one of the best engineers in the game right now, been in the game for a minute. We're here with Gabe, man.
What's good, man?
What's going on, man? How you been?
Chilling, man. Living life, you know.
How's 2020 been for you?
It's about the same as it's been for everybody, pretty much. Like, up and down, roller coaster, man. Like, I don't know. It's been good, though. It's really been good, for real. It's really insightful. So, you know, I'm just rolling with it.
Have you learned anything from 2020? About yourself, like reflection-wise.
About myself, yeah. I learned that I need to relax. I learned that you can't really predict too much. Like, you just kind of got to roll with the punches, so, you know.
Rolling with the punches. I like
it. You got to, bro. You got to. I mean, you never know what's coming. You never know. I mean, I think in life a lot of times we expect things to happen, but our expectations usually based on our past experiences, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But the future is going to be something we never experienced, so, you know, we just got to be ready for it.
Yeah, we learned that this year. This
right.
Right here was like, you don't know what's coming.
You don't
Bam!
know.
I was like, damn, I didn't realize that.
You don't know. That's life. That's life for real.
Before we get into deep on 2020, man, I want to know everything about Gabe. Where you from? How did you get into the music business? Like, let's start from the beginning, man.
So from the beginning, I'm originally from Monroe, North Carolina, 704.
704, stand up.
704. Man, it's just from there, you know, my parents, my mother was a singer in a band. My father was a DJ.
Oh, yeah.
So music,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Music, you know, I just, as growing up, like, music is like, we cleaning up the house and different records is hitting the needle. So, you know, just
that clean up, them clean up playlists was different back in the day.
You know what I'm saying? The vibe was crazy. Yeah. The vibe was crazy.
So from coming from a musical background as far as family wise, like, did you ever do music in school or?
Yeah, I was in the band. I was in band.
One band, one sound?
I was playing saxophone, bro.
I was playing saxophone. You know how to play the sax?
Middle school. Nah, I don't know how to play. I don't know how to.
You was just getting it in?
I was in. I mean, then I was, you know, I'm like, whatever I'm into, I get all the way into it. So at that time, it was nice. But now it's just, I ain't touched the saxophone
in a minute.
I wouldn't even know where to start now, for real. But that's really why. Yeah. Okay. Instrument, like, I learned music, reading music from being in the band, and you know what I'm saying. My knowledge of music kind of kicked off right there. Other than that, it was just the music that I like to listen to. You know what I'm saying. But from there, it was just like I played the saxophone in band. I used to play around with the keyboard, just playing around with it, not really.
That's something you playing around with the other day too.
Yeah,
it looked like you were playing though.
I mean,
you was getting it in.
You
Ray
know,
Charles.
You know, you do it for so long, it become more natural. I don't know how to play, you know what I'm saying, but I'm just it's a familiar tool, you know.
Gotcha.
It's a familiar tool.
So from saxophone in the band and playing the keys, how did you end up being one of the best engineers in the game, though? Like, where was that switch? What was the spark that led you to
I left this out. I was making beats.
Oh,
I started making beats. Oh, you know what? It's crazy. It's this program called EJ, bro. It's so throwback. This is back when AOL had the little dish.
The dial-up.
It was dialing up. Bro, it was dialing up. It took forever to download stuff.
You just sitting there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, they leave that, come back, we'll come back. Yeah.
It still ain't.
Yeah, we got about 2 more days.
What was that email, Joe? It was the AOL.com. Remember it just pop up?
For real, bro. But I was making beats on this program called EJ, bro. Me and my homies, my brother, we just all would make beats and make songs. Like, it was really a vibe though, for real, because everybody had their different styles. Like, the first time I ever did anything engineering wise, my brother was like playing with the reverb on EJ, and I was like, what is that? He was playing with the wet dry knob. He showed me the dry wet knob. I was like, okay. So then after that point, I noticed myself less making the beats, less recording the music, and more like trying to perfect the sound. You know what I'm saying? So it's, for me, engineering was like my journey of like trying to figure out, like, I'm listening to the radio, I'm listening to what we got. It's like, what's the difference? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, So it just was like this never ending question, like get it to that point to get it to that level. You know what I'm saying? So it really, from there, it was like I knew what I wanted to do as far as like I knew I wanted to be an engineer just because like as far as the beats go, I was into it, but really that's just how I really kind of found my way through the computer and through the programs and the digital workstation. But as far as like what I really wanted to do, it was getting in there and cleaning up that sound.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's different. Usually you hear it the opposite way.
Yeah.
You hear engineers who end up, producers who end up being engineers,
Yeah.
but they still want to, they mainly just engineering just so they can be around the music. And you basically the opposite. You like, you were making beats and you're like, that's dope. But this cleanup game is crazy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, because at the end of the day, like even after you make the beat, you want that thing to sound clean. You know what I'm saying? You wanted to hit. Like how you do that? Yeah. So that's where I was at.
So from that point, how did you go about? Okay, I think I like this engineering, but how did you go forward with it as far as like for career wise?
I went to LA and I did a tour of LA recording school.
Okay, and, shout out to LA Recording School.
For sure. And I thought
underrated.
Yeah, they are though.
They man Full Sail, but go ahead.
I thought about Full Sail.
That's why I go right now.
I thought about Full Sail. It's just them tickets.
Yeah. That's just pricey.
The tuition was a little,
yeah, that's on 55.
Yeah. And LA Recording School, I don't think it was as bad as Full Sail, but then you talking about the cost of living in LA. Like, but one of my homies hit me up after, it's like I went out to Cali for a minute, but at that time I was living in Raleigh. At that time I was living in Raleigh. One of my homies was like, his barber went to this music production school. So he was like, you should check it out. So I'm like, all right. And it was in Raleigh pretty much. So I went and checked it out. It had it was kind of like Full Sail. They had like the visual. They taught the digital animation, they taught graphic design, they did it all. So I was like, bet, let's do it. And from that point, it was like, before then it was like, all right, me and the homies gonna do it.
Yeah.
After that point, it was like, no matter what, I'm gonna make money off music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
found it.
Yeah, we good no matter what. Like at that point. So that just became the focus. Like it was less about producing, it was less about writing, it was less about the artistry.
Engineering, learning that mix and master.
No question.
So what was your first taste of the industry, being an engineer? And was it what you expected?
My first taste of the industry. So when I graduated from the school, one of my professors, he was dope too. I asked him like, what should I do now? And he was like, you know what I'm saying? We was just talking for real, because we had like this little ceremony or whatever, and I called him like just on the phone, like texting him or whatever. And I was like, yo, maybe pull him to the side. And he was like, you know what? He was like, your stuff was always good, man. You probably should go get you some internships. Like, go find a studio, intern with some dope engineers. And he was like, that you'll probably find some good opportunities. He stopped and he was like, bruh, whatever you do, just make sure you keep your bags packed. Like, he was like, this is the type of game where you never know where the money is gonna be. You never know where it's gonna take you. So have your bags packed and ready so that whatever come up,
you can just go.
And then from there, it was just like, okay. So I started looking for internships. I looked for internships in Atlanta. I caught a couple of ears, but they was like, do you live here? I was like, nah, but I could move there.
Yeah,
they was like, nah. They was like, nah, if you ain't already out here, don't worry about it. So I went and found this studio in Charlotte that I started working at. And I would say my first taste of the industry, the dude Project Pat came through there. Project Pat came through.
That dude. What year was this when he came through?
This was maybe 2004.
Oh, okay.
Maybe 04.
Project Pat on a run, 3-6 Project
yeah,
Pat.
he was still Project Pat. So, but and for real, that's when I saw what he was doing was he was just selling verses. Like really? he was like on a show. He had a show, I guess, in town or whatever. But his manager called the DJ, like the studio that I worked at. a DJ ran the studio.
Okay.
And he worked at the radio station, so he was plugged. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's an easy plug.
Yeah,
right
easy
there.
plug. That's the perfect relationship. Perfect relationship. So he somehow Project Pat ended up in the studio, and he was like, "Yo, let everybody know he doing verses for the low." So
how low was it back in 2004? Because low now and low then.
It depends. So he did a hook. He did a hook for this one dude. The hook was already written and everything. He just did it. He did a hook for like a couple racks. A couple racks. You know what I'm saying? Like just quick hook. I forgot what he was charging for the verses though. Ain't too many people get a verse though.
Nah.
Wasn't too many verses, man.
Yeah.
But when I was recording them, I recognized how he had his sound down. Even recording them, it's like, bro, I'm listening to the CD. You know what I'm saying? Like
It was that clean?
Like it's like immediately, first take, like, oh, okay. He was on it. You know what I'm saying? Like I was used to working with new artists who didn't have their sound down. Who
wasn't polished.
Nah. When he got in the booth, it was like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like he went right into it. His voice, his character, his delivery, everything was like just how you would expect Project Pat to sound. You could tell he'd been doing it over and over and over till it's like, this is exactly how I want to do it. You know what I'm saying? So that was my first kind of taste of the industry because one, I'm seeing like how artists make money on the side, how they handle business. You know what I'm saying? Like the manager taking the bread, he just doing his thing. Then it's just like seeing the actual artist in motion. Like dude was on it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm with him, but at the end of the day, it's just like, okay, you get a different feel for it. You know what I'm saying? That was dope.
That had to be. Like
that was dope.
Just thinking about being in the studio in 2004 with Project Pat.
Yeah, man. I still got them sessions.
I still got them
sessions.
Those were classic sessions too.
Yeah, man.
Like you might want to hold on to them for the next
man.
couple 20 years, you know.
Pull them back out.
Yeah, pull them Jones back out one day. So from Project Pat, like after that experience, what happened? Like what was your next big thing that changed your life as far as being an engineer?
So at that studio I was at in Charlotte, it's wild, bro. I always go back to that moment because I really went in that studio to get a project mix. And when I played it for the dude, that was it. I went like, my homie was like, yo, it's a studio in Charlotte. We had this, me and my brother and my homie put together this project, right?
Okay.
And I was doing all the recording and everything, but I was like, bro, I want to get it mixed. I can't mix my own voice. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to take this to somebody and let them mix it.
Let them do it.
So we went to this dude, his name was DJ Polo.
Okay.
And I remember
He's still out there?
Yeah, he's still out there.
Shout out DJ Polo.
Yeah, Polo, yeah, that's my dog. He worked at the radio station in Greensboro. So he listened to the project. I'm in his studio with him. And he was like, what you want me to do to it? You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's already mixed, bro.
Yeah, he was like, what you want me to do? So I was like, I mean, it ain't hitting hard. He said, well, just double the kicks. Like, what you there's nothing I can do. Yeah, he was like, I mean, this shit good. Like, so I was like, I bet. And he was like, I'm like, at the time he was recording somebody else. So like, he was like, yo, what you do now? I was like, nah. I was like, you need some help around? He was like, hell yeah. So at that point in time, it was like, come on in.
Yeah. Opportunity right there.
Off the rip. And then, like I said, this was right after the graduation when my professor was like, keep your bags back.
Keep your bags back no matter what.
So boom, I'm like, I'm in Charlotte now. So he gave me the key to the studio. I was opening and closing, working with artists, but it was slow at first.
Okay.
It was slow. You know what I'm saying? When no clients really coming through. Like he had his. And you know how it is. It's like
a barbershop.
They working with him. They're like, who is this dude? It's like, yo, he nice. Like, nah, nah.
Yeah.
Nah. So it's just like, all right, bet. I see how it go.
Yeah.
I see how it go. It was cool. That's the name of the game, bro. That's the name. You got to make your name for yourself.
Facts.
Cool. I'm with it. So what happened is on them slow days, right? I just remember sitting around one day. I'm like, bro, I'm finna clean the fuck out the studio. You know what I'm saying? Like, no lie.
Yeah.
But what I was doing is, while I was doing it, I play some music, and while I'm cleaning the studio, like I'm imagining like I own this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm mopping the floors and cleaning it. Like in my mind, it was like one day
this gonna be mine,
basically.
Yeah.
Or to the point of where I'm gonna have my own like
studio.
You know what I'm saying?
And I'm gonna be mopping the same way.
The same way.
Own
exactly. So that's what my mind was at. That's what my head was at. So then after that, I did build up a clientele. I did build up a list of clients because what I did was I went through the archives and just started pulling out sessions and just doing mixes.
Free.
Just doing them. Like, I ain't had nothing else to do.
Yeah.
So I was just going through songs, listening to ones that I like, and I'm like, all right, bet. Kill it. Dude come in, I'm like, he do a song, I'm like, yo, let me play you something. Play on that mix, and he was like, you did that? It's like, yeah. So when you did this, was just doing it. It's like, damn. So I just gave it to him. I didn't even charge him for it or nothing. But after that, he started booking me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He started telling other people, they started booking me, and then boom, boom, boom.
Word of mouth.
That word of mouth, that's always been my way of doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really work the social media because I don't really know how.
Yeah. I heard about you when I was in Jersey.
A word.
From word of mouth.
That's hard.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Like, so I know you, like, it was literally, that's why I was like, damn, I got to meet this dude, Gabe. So when I get here and you're in the hiring process, I'm like, yo, I already know about you. Like, you've recorded like 2 of my homeboys' stuff and they've already sent it to me.
That's hard. But no, I was working with a lot of artists in that area that was frequent in that studio. But then after a while, it was just like, artists got their rotation. You know, they'll do a mixtape here, they'll do a project here, and then when they're done, they're done. Yeah. So it's like I had a long list of clients, but then it's like when they down and they stop and they take breaks, that's it.
Yeah.
So then at that point in time, everything was good. I just started looking for other studios. I started looking to kind of like go further and build higher. But what I noticed in Charlotte was it was a limit. It was a cap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I done reached the max. This is as high as it go. This is it.
You're at the ceiling, buddy.
This is it. So then that's when I started looking at other cities. Like I started applying for stuff in LA. I started applying for stuff in New York. And I had a cousin who lived in LA. She was like, I'm trying to work on a project. I was like, let's get together. Yeah. Flew out to LA, started working with her.
The bags was packed.
Ready. Always ready, bro.
Always.
But she was an R&B singer. She was crazy. She was a songwriter, actually.
Okay.
Songwriter. And I never really worked with a vocalist. Everything before then was rap. You know what I'm saying? So when I got out there with her, it was a different feel altogether because it was like one-on-one, me and her. Yeah. I got my laptop in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Like, just really kind of taking it back, but to a higher degree. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know more.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And just working with her was just like really breaking my ears into the vocal, the pitch correction, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But her situation in LA was kind of wow. The living scenario wasn't.
The living situation wasn't it?
It wasn't what I thought it was. Because she was telling me like, I got my own spot, this, that, and the third.
Sounds good.
Sound real great. Like, yo,
Blah.
Get out there, and I'm stuck at the airport for like 3 hours. Like, yo, that's good. But then, we ended up linking, getting together. Get to the crib, it's like it ain't her spot. Like, she on the couch.
So where you sleeping? How you gonna invite me out to LA? I fly over here and you on the couch.
She on the couch. But with me, I'm with whatever.
Opportunity.
I'm with whatever. Yeah. If I gotta sleep on the floor, whip the pallet out, we gone. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I was over there for a minute and then I was on this website. It's called Gear Sluts. It's still active.
What's it called?
Gear Sluts.
Gear Sluts.
Gear Sluts. Yeah.
Gear Sluts.
Yeah, with a Z.
With a Z.
With a Z.
I gotta check this goddamn website out. I don't know what it's about, but it sounds intriguing.
They should revamp. They really should play into that more.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it's not what I think it is.
No, it ain't what you think. It ain't what you think. Yeah.
I was thinking, what we doing?
That would be kind of dope. But nah, it was but they had this job forum on there, so it's like you can go on there and kind of see who looking for engineers. Some of them be in like the UK. They be in the UK
looking for engineers.
Yeah, bro. But I wasn't ready to make my bag wasn't packed like that. My bag wasn't packed like that. Yeah, I didn't have that kind of bag.
He said pack a bag, not a duffel bag.
I wasn't ready for that. Type of bag. I wasn't ready for that. But I found something in New York.
Okay.
The Post. It was in Manhattan.
Okay.
The Post said if you looking to get your feet wet on some serious shit, like, so I submitted. The dude called me, and he was like, "When can you come do an interview?" I was like, "Next week." You know what I'm saying? Like, Went online, found a ticket for $99, bro.
From where?
From
to
LA to New York.
$99 from LA to New York?
99.
Oh, it must was another pandemic going on. Ain't
I
no
don't
way.
know.
No.
This Obama had just stepped in.
Oh, okay.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But anyway, $99, bro.
Can't beat that.
I said, it's a sign.
Yeah.
Went to New York, did the interview, and dude was like asking me about like, he was like, how much you get paid? Because I was telling him about the studio I worked at in Charlotte. That's really was my only experience.
Yeah.
He was like, how much was you getting paid? So I used to making like $300 a week.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, no, you ain't gonna make that in here. I was like, word, how much? I said, how much you pay your engineer? He was like, $40 a night.
Huh?
I was like,
What? No, tell me about $40. No, not an hour.
Night, the whole day.
So you there the whole day and you get 40.
40.
Oh, you can't do them about a hoe. That's not cool. No, that ain't enough.
And then I was like, you know what? Fuck it.
Opportunity though.
I'm here for the opportunity. It ain't about the money.
Facts.
I took it. Bruh, that's when I got my first placement. Like working in that, no lie. It was so what happened is it was a publishing studio.
Okay.
So what they do is they take beats from a producer out in LA, bring it in house. They got a whole catalog.
Yeah.
And they have songwriters just come and just go crazy.
And then they shop them Jones out.
And then they shop them Jones out.
Really?
So the top writer, dude name was Joe, white boy, Joe. He was crazy. But they was writing like pop songs, R&B songs, like they was going crazy, bro. Like, so I'm talking like no rap, a little bit of songwriting, singing.
Yeah.
They doing songs for like Chris Brown, Usher type shit. It was like, ooh, okay. And it took me a minute to really convert and switch over, but the way it worked was, so when he put that post out, bro, every engineer hit that dude up.
I bet.
So when I get there, it's like me and like 6 other people.
All interns.
Off the rip. Me and 6 other engineers, and it's already a couple of engineers who actually work there. So you're talking about a pool of 8 people.
Ooh.
And then the first time I came in, he had me sit down with one of the engineers and was like, show him the ropes. Dude kind of put me on to how they did it, how they work. I'm watching them. I know Pro Tools. I'm like, okay, I see what he's doing. All right, bet, I got it.
Yeah.
Get ready. The songwriter come in and was like, y'all ready to record? I'm behind the seat, like ready to go. Yeah. He was like, nah, bro, nah. I don't want to be stopping. I don't need no problems. Like, so he called the other engineer back, like, let him watch, bro. Like, fuck that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nah. So I was like, damn, all right, bet. So I'm sitting on the side, but that was cool because then once again I'm watching. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm watching and I'm learning. Bruh, this is what happened. The next day I came through, once again, 3 engineers sitting in the same room waiting to kind of get their seat. It was steep competition.
Yeah, it sounds
steep. You're in New York.
Yeah.
You and we in Manhattan. You know what I'm saying?
That's a different type of grind. Everybody cutthroat, but we all know it.
Bro, that was like we in the den, like we in the den right now. But what happened is we was getting ready to start on a song, and one of the other engineers kind of kicked it off. And, he was in the middle of finding the tempo. The dude who I did the interview with was like, nah, let him get up there.
Uh-oh.
Move Buddy out the seat, put me in the seat. Artists in there, they ready to go. I'm like, oh, shit. I got to find the tempo, find the key. Like, oh, shit, fuck. After a while, it was like, I was getting close, but I wasn't on it. And then it was like ready to go. So I'm like, fuck it. We start. And then while we're recording, they're like, all right, fly the hook.
Oh. That'd be the worst if you ain't do it right. If you ain't catch that tempo, it's over.
Fly the hook. He was like, hey.
Shout out to DK.
I flew the
That's your heartbeat, man. Because you can't get it right.
He was like, fly the hook. So I flew the hook, and he was like, wait a minute, why is the hook off?
Uh-oh.
And I was like, yeah, I ain't really get a chance to find the tempo. He said, you didn't find the tempo?
Ooh.
He said, bruh, don't ever let me hear you say that again. And I was like, damn. Shit.
Yeah. That'd be the worst feeling.
Needless to say, bro, I did not get called back. You know what I'm saying? Like this was like I want to say I moved out there in probably like October, right?
Yeah.
Bro, I didn't touch the studio again until December.
Oh my. So what was you doing? Just in New York?
I was just in New York.
Doing what?
But no. Something else happened too.
Oh, wow.
I
told you this shit was gonna be good.
While I was in Charlotte, I met this guy who was friends with the dude on the studio.
Okay.
He was from New York.
Okay.
I told the dude who on the studio, like, man, I'm in New York now, you know what I'm saying, doing this. He said, oh yeah, my man up there too. I'm finna call him. Bro, I hung up the phone. I swear to God, my phone rang. It's like the nigga was right beside him. Like, yo, he's like, yo, where you at? I'm finna come scoop you.
He must need an engineer bad or something.
Bro, it's like he can't pick me.
Yeah.
We went to Apple, bought a computer. We went to Guitar Center, bought everything that I was like, yeah, this, that. Bought everything. Bro, he wanted me to count the money like this right here. Yeah, I bet. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, all right, bet. He take me to his crib, set everything up. Bro, he paid me for setting it up, paid me for whatever, and then he had me end up making beats. You know what I'm saying? Just paying me to make beats, bro. So I'm just like, So before I even got into the studio, it was that. Then the studio came, I got kind of put to the side, they shelved me. My man was calling me like, yo, come to my crib.
Got networking.
Recording, doing all of that. So boom, I'm like, all right, bet. Cool. Then like I said, the studio wasn't hitting me back, so I went back on Gear Sluts. Like,
who else hired?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Bro, the Blue Man Group. Looking for an engineer. No. You talking the Blue Man Group?
The
Blue Man Group.
Like Manhattan Blue Man Group. Yeah.
Looking for interns.
That's crazy.
Send them an email. Like, yo, my engineer, da-da-da-da. When can you come interview? You know what I'm saying? Went in, did the interview. You know, I just kept it real with him. I was like, I ain't never really worked with actual hardware. Never really worked with the gear. I'm just more so in the box. You know what I'm saying? Did the interview, went real smooth. One of the dudes who he was like had just started in there. He was from Full Sail. You know,
okay. Shout out to Full Sail.
Full Sail be out there, man.
Hey,
Full Sail be out there.
The networking in that goddamn college is crazy.
But anyway, I ended up getting the gig at the Blue Man Group. The first day, the orientation day, I had pink eye.
Oh my!
Bro, I swear to God, I had pink eye, bro. I had pink eye as a kid, bro.
How the hell you get pink eye as a grown man?
It's New York.
Yeah, that's a nasty city. You walk up and down the street, you will catch Rona just back on right here.
Bro, I'm in NY, bro. It was the rats. It was the subway. It was
everything just nasty.
It was wild, bro. But I ended up getting pink eye. So needless to say, I was like, bro, I woke up in the middle of the night, I crusted together. Like, what the fuck is going on? So it took that whole day. I was like, man, I ain't going to that interview like this.
Yeah.
Then after a while, I was like, you know what? Fuck that, nigga. You gotta go. Got me some Visine and
yeah, we need this.
I was late. I was so late, bro. The girl in HR was like mad at me, like, you need to take this serious.
Yeah.
This is not. It's just like this is the Blue Man Group. It's your base was like, nigga. This is
that, like you said, the Blue Man Group. Like for people who know the Blue Man Group, that's a big. That's one of the biggest opportunities for that to come like that.
Yeah, bro. Now, once again, this is not even a domain that I'm even familiar with. This is a whole new thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know nothing about them. I do. I knew about them.
Yeah.
Not like I did, not like I got to know about them. You know what I'm saying?
Like just to see them. Like.
And their internship was sweet. It came with an unlimited Metro card.
No, because you got to get there.
Weekly stipend.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then just like it's Blue Man Group.
It
even came with a free show. Like you can go watch one of their shows for free.
And the show hard though.
It's so crazy. Bro. Yeah, I went. I'm telling you. It was hard, bro.
I went there 3 times.
It's hard, bro.
And cats.
You
judge me. Judge me. That's your fire.
But I'm like, even when I went to the show, I'm watching like, and I didn't go to the show until the end of my internship.
Okay.
And even with the internship, there's a limit. It was like 90 days. After that, you're gone because they don't want to. They're not doing that unemployment shit.
Yeah. Because if they get you more,
like nigga, you're gone. But I ended up staying for 6 months.
How? Just networking, or you just was good?
I mean, it just happened.
No,
this is just how it happened, bro. I don't know. But anyway, like I said, I got shelved at the one spot, but I was still looking. Christmas come around. I'm still in New York for Christmas, right? Dude hit me up from the studio that I interviewed at. He was like, yo, you still in town? I was like, yeah. Dope. I got this artist. She there. Everybody else is gone for the holidays. She needs somebody to work with. Can you lock in one-on-one with her? Hell yeah.
Got nothing going on. I'm in New York too.
Bro, that right there changed everything. Because the artist that I was working with, that's how I got my first placement. So she was like, her name is Chanel. She was a pop star, but her fan base was in Japan. In Japan,
she K-pop.
Bruh, she went platinum in Japan. I got a platinum plaque waiting on me because in Japan she big. You know what I'm saying? She Australian because she was born in Australia. But I think she like
probably was a soldier's daughter or some shit. Probably lived in Japan.
No,
what was she? What was her
nationality? She Asian, but it was like I forgot.
Filipino?
Nah, not Filipino. I forgot. It'll come to me.
All right.
It'll come to me. But it was wild because it was like it's this whole thing. Like she not Japanese, she Australian, but here she is in New York. Anyway, get in the studio with her, bro. She a whole vibe. It was like working with Janae Aiko or something. You know what I'm saying? Like. And I'm just in there like I said, vocalist-wise, I don't even know what I'm doing for real. I don't even know what I'm doing for real.
You still in your feet.
Yeah. Right? But I was good at finding the key because like I said, I used to do music. I mean, I was in the band.
So you know how to find the key and tempo. Like.
So I got the music theory down. Plus, when I went to school, that's one of the things that they kind of went over. On. Yeah. So at that point, I'm working with her and it's just like, it was crazy. Like, I'm just blown up. Like, I'm recording her like,
this is blowing me away.
Damn. And it's one of them things, bro. It's like once you do the mixing, once you do the blending, once you do all that other stuff, nothing compared to the raw live, in your face vocal. Like her in your face vocal was just sick. Like
no auto-tune.
I mean
little dabble.
In that spot, it's auto-tune everything. It's auto because it was pop music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's auto-tune everything. So then after that, I was in there heavy rotation. Matter of fact, I ended up being the last man standing. You know what I'm saying? All the other 6 intern engineers, it was gone. It was just me. Now once again here, I got the key. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm opening and closing. Then I'm over here at the Blue Man group, coming in, learning. Bro, they was wild. They wild.
What you mean?
Bro, you go in there, it's like I go into that was just, nothing could have prepared me for the shit that happened in Blue Man Group because it's like one day you'll walk, they got this big ass live room, bro. They studio in New York is crazy. It's on the Lower East Side of Manhattan.
Are you talking about the Manhattan Ballroom?
No, it's called Loho Studios.
Oh, okay.
Bro, it's like you go in there, it's crazy. It's just like 4 floors. But on the main floor they got the main studio.
Okay.
And then down in the basement, they got all the reverb unit. Man, that shit crazy.
That shit sounds... It's still open?
Yeah.
I want to go see that.
It's legit. It's official. Yeah, if you ever see that, you should definitely take a tour. But they live room, right? They would sometimes you'll come in and it'll be nothing. And sometimes you'll come in and it'll be a drum set and PVC pipe all on the other end of the room going into a mic. And it's like they'll have a different length PVC pipe trying to get the different tunes for each.
For each drum?
Yeah. So it's like you hit and this pipe is in the key of A, this pipe is in the key of B, based on the length. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They was completely experimental when it came to sound, bro. Like the things I seen them do with sound, it's just like, okay, you know what? Anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? Like,
most definitely.
It's whatever you want it to be, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, but we was recording like fucking harps, drum, everything, bro. Everything. So,
what system was y'all using to record in? Was it Pro Tools?
They was using Pro Tools.
Okay.
They was using Pro Tools. And the dude told me too, like, when I did the interview, after the internship was over, we all went to this bar and hung out. And, you know, we was just nonchalant. You know, me, during the internship, I'm just like, You need me clean? I'm cleaning. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Cleaning, boss.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm out of the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not
coming to get y'all need something to eat. Like
exactly. But when it was over, we all drinking, we just talking, like shooting this shit. So I'm just like, bro, who made it? It was like 3 of them.
Yeah.
One dude name was Doug. He was like the personal assistant to like the owner.
Okay.
He was dope. Cause I'm just watching how I'm watching everything. That's why I don't say nothing. Cause I'm a sponge. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching him be the personal assistant, and even what that even means, because he was nice. Mm-hmm. He was nice with it. Then it was another dude who was an engineer. I forget his name. It's been so long, but he was crazy with it. He had the best ears I ever seen a nigga with. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
Like. Best ears I ever seen. He the one who could tell if the pipe is not right. You know what I'm saying? Like stretch it out like 2 centimeters.
That's man. That's
crazy
sick,
with
man.
it. Crazy with it. Crazy.
That's
with
crazy. Like how could you hear that like that?
Crazy with it. And the newest dude that's the dude from Full Sail.
Okay.
His name was Doug. I mean not Doug. His name wasn't Doug. His name was Matt. But he was the one who made the final decision to even bring me on. So I was like, why did you pick me? Because I seen, bro, when I worked there.
You seen all the
I'm seeing all the other resumes.
Yeah.
But it was nice.
Yeah.
They coming from, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm coming from Charlotte, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they coming from NYU, they coming from UK, they coming from Japan. This New York, bro. Yeah. This is New York. And this the Blue Man Group, bro. Like, so I said, why you pick me? Why you pick me? And he was like, man, he said, it came down to you and this other guy. And he said, and they did like they made you fill out, they made us do like a quiz. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, you in the interview already told us you ain't had no experience with the hardware.
Oh, don't tell me bro lied.
Nah, he didn't lie. Matter of fact, what killed him, he went to Full Sail too. But he got the joint wrong on the quiz, so dude was like, he was like, you misrepresenting, bro.
That'll hurt them right there.
Killed him. Took him out the box, man. And then the dude was like, you said you didn't have no experience and that you wanted it. So I'm like...
So no matter what you put on the quiz, we already... You coming straight with, hey, this is what I got for y'all, what we can do.
But he gave me the opportunity, and bro, it's like, they opened my world, they opened my mind to a whole new world of just...
Sometimes that's all it takes is an opportunity.
For real, bro.